Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. All of you guys who are surprised about the president not condemning or denouncing white supremacy, I don't know about you, but you must be a fool. So this is my first edition of So What Happened this week. Hey y'all, what's happening? I'm Resk'Que. Let's get right into this. Hot topics. Well, so what had happened was, well, by now all of you may have already heard the news about the fact that our president of the United States of America is now one of the newest victims of the the novel Roni. Yes, the president have been in denial all this while, and last evening or a few hours ago, he tweeted saying that him and Melania Trump, the wife, first lady, have contracted the novel Roni. Now, that's rather unfortunate because, as much as all y'all Trump haters out there, he's still our president and we want him healthy and we want him to do well. So, but it's also quite an interesting and an irony to now see that he is also now the victim of, or he has joined the numbers that will be counted as those who have been affected by the novel Roni. Okay, so that's where it's at right now, and a lot of things are going to be happening as we speak, because there's going to be a lot of tracing, figuring out how did he get it. How about the vice president? How about the second lady? How about people in the White House? Biden will also have to be tested. A lot of people will be tested. They need to trace this out. Okay, the president is known for denying that how dangerous this virus is, but secretly he admits that it's pretty dangerous. So what happens now that he actually now caught the virus? I can already suspect that there will be probably no more presidential debates unless we're going to be doing it virtually. I can already suspect that since he's very asymptomatic, he could probably even use it as, hey, this ain't no problem, this ain't nothing. We already know how Trump is, okay? And so that is unfortunate news, but it's also perhaps to teach a lesson for him to take this seriously, because Americans are dying. Okay, I mean, the world as a whole, like over 1 million people have passed away just because of these Roni that is affecting people. The worst case is that even the doctors and people don't know how this novel Roni is affecting people. They're pretending to know, but the fact is that people don't know what's happening. Okay, and here in America we have close to 210,000 people who have died from this virus. If it was taken seriously, perhaps we may have prevented some of these fatalities. But here we are, the October surprise. In politics, there's always some surprise in October, and this is one of the October surprises. October is just beginning, and we're in the midst and the last stretch of the elections. And talking about the elections, the debates was just few days ago.
I got rid of it.
I'd like you,
and we will protect
Mr.
people.
President,
with
I'm the moderator of this
pre-existing
debate, and I would like you to let me ask my question, and then you can answer.
Go ahead. First of all, I guess I'm debating you, not him, but that's okay. I'm not surprised.
It's open discussion.
No,
let
but
me
this
ask
is
you about,
big-
let me,
this
you'll
is
be happy,
big stuff.
sir. You'll be happy. I'm about to pick up on one of your points to ask the vice president. That is going to end private insurance.
It is
and
not.
will. I can ask you the question. It will
Not
end.
what your party says, by the way.
It-
Radical
question-
left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
OMG, that was something, right? That was insane. That was not a debate. That was Shut up, man. Wow. And we all know. Listen, if you don't know, I'll tell you. Donald J. Trump knows exactly what he's doing. He planned it out. The goal is to distract and to change the topic, because as you all know, he wasn't really answering any questions, okay? And ways to really throw off the Vice President Joe Biden, and that was the strategy. But it was just very, very, very chaotic. I mean, people who are not in America are laughing at us. This has become a laughing matter. We have become a laughing stock, and that is just crazy. So I definitely think, and I think you will agree with me, that this debate was weak. And I think Joe Biden could have also done better in terms of his points. I think he was staggering a little bit. He got knocked out or distracted. But I definitely think the performance was just bad all the way. Okay, bad all the way. Joe Biden has some great points and things that he could knock Donald Trump with. All of you guys who are surprised about the president not condemning or denouncing white supremacy, I don't know about you, but you must be a fool. Because how can someone condemn himself? How can he do that? He could never do that. All right, we already know it's not what just someone says, but it's what they do. But also believe them when they first say what they say. It's meant, okay? So there's no way we will expect our president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, to condemn or denounce any of the white supremacy. Why? Because that's his base. That's his base. So he says, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. My gosh, stand back and stand by. So I did some research on these Proud Boys, and I was astonished. They call themselves killers. They will kill you.
That's the Proud Boys in a nutshell. We will kill you. We look nice. We seem soft. We have boys in our name. But like Bill the Butcher and the Bowery Boys, we will assassinate you.
Don't underestimate them at all, whether they be in suits or whatever they are. So now we're not just dealing with the people who don't want to wear a mask, but they're quick to wear the KKK hood and mask. They won't wear the mask just for prevention of the Roni, but they will wear that mask, whether it's invisible these days or not. They will do that. That's what we're dealing with at this moment. Okay, so there's no way he's gonna denounce that. That's his huge base, and of course they're celebrating online. So if there's anything we all remember is the chaotic debate, and knowing that Donald Trump empowered them more. Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. That's just insane. But why are you surprised? We already know that this presidency has been quite a journey, quite an interesting one. But that's where we are with that. We should never ever have any sort of debate like that again. That's like little kids fighting and debating each other. So that's what had happened. So what were some of your favorite moments of this debate? Amy Coney Barrett. That is the new pick of the Supreme Justice, and of course that is one of the main focus of the Republicans. They are doing everything to make sure that this happen in mid-October. Most of the Democrats have vowed not to meet her at all. And we'll try to play delay tactics in this confirmation process. But I can assure you, unfortunately for the Democrats, they have no way of stopping this. The Republicans have all the power they needed to make this happen. What will happen is that a lot of the decisions that's been made in the past, whether it's LGBTQ, whether it's Roe v., the affordable health care, Obamacare, and all other issues that are gonna be on the table could easily be reversed, because we all know that she belongs to the very conservative side far right side of things. And that is what's scary. If there's anything from Mitch McConnell to Donald Trump, their legacy will be putting some of the far right judges from the district court to federal judges. It's something we'll have to bear for decades and decades to come. Elections have consequences. Yep, he said it. So here we are. And in any case, regardless of the outcome of the election, which by the way will also be some contested fight, because if Amy gets on the Supreme Court before that, she will have a vote. And if they contest it all the way to the Supreme Court, she will definitely vote in favor of the president. We all know they like to say that justice is blind. Justice ain't blind. Justice eyes are wide open. Okay, justice eyes are wide open. Most of these appointed justices are humans too, right? So they pick favorites. So they will try to use the law and interpret it in a way for you to feel that they're going by the law, but it's all people's views and beliefs. They make decisions based on that. We all know that. As we all know, the Roni is really surging. It's surging a lot. And unfortunately, we may have to shut down again. Now, I don't know how we're going to deal with that. If only some people can just listen and put a mask on, perhaps we may be saving some life. Listen, this is very logic for me. What I'm saying is that, pre-Roni, right? Pre-Roni, all of these pandemic stuff, when we're talking to people and someone is right in your face, you're talking, right? You're usually spitting in their faces. We're exchanging germs, and sometimes you're talking and then your saliva or spit in someone's face, and usually you try to be nice so you don't try to clean it out. You do that later in some cases, right? So if you're to just put a mask on while you're having conversation, at least it gets on the mask. All right, and that's all I'm saying. At least it will protect someone. Who knows? I have a stronger immune system, so it may not affect me, but you never know how I can transmit that to you, or you transmit it to someone else. So that's the logic I have behind this. Of course, it's not comfortable. Of course, I don't like it. Okay, so I try to stay a distance as far as possible, so therefore I would not have to wear it, or I stay at the rooftop, so where I have a lot more ventilation or more airspace, so not much is contaminated. But because of that surge and people are not listening, and we have two sides of things, we are still going to be dealing with this for some time to come. As we've just heard, Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin or the White House have not been able to come up with a deal to rescue the people. So over 46 million jobs, are at risk as we speak. The Roni is surging, and because there's no aid, and currently the Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin or the White House have not been able to come out with any deal, and so therefore that will be affecting a lot of jobs. Okay, the airline industry is sort of collapsing. They're furloughing a lot of people. I'm talking about 46 million jobs. You see, when we hear these numbers, all we hear is numbers, okay? But these are lives of people. These are human beings. People are making decisions, and that's affecting the lives of people, the lives of other people. And we all know the politicians are just, they can care less. They have it good for them, right? So 46 million jobs are being affected as we speak. Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary and the White House have not been able to come out with a deal. Although it just passed in the House, it probably isn't going anywhere because they need to work out deals behind the scenes before this can move forward or go anywhere. That is rather unfortunate. So while you wait for your $1,200 or possibly unemployment benefits, the $600, figure out something to do as a side hustle. You know, it's now the survival of the fittest. We're dealing with politics. Hopefully after this election, we can come up with something that benefits all of us. So as we all know, since the commander-in-chief now caught the virus, there probably is an outbreak in the White House. And as we've been told, Hope Hicks and a few others may also be compromised. Hope Hicks is definitely compromised. Others may also be. So as I said, there will be a lot of tracing and trying to figure out what's going on. This is not the time for it, but here we are, and we have just got to deal with it. Deal with it. Another hot topic that had happened this week was that the commander-in-chief Donald Trump have not been paying taxes. We're still not surprised, right? They always say the rich gets away loopholes to figure out how not to pay taxes and let the poor pay taxes for them. Well, that's what it is. The New York Times reported this week that Donald Trump have now paid taxes for a whole 10 years prior to his presidency, and when he became president, he only paid $750 federal taxes. Okay, 10 years prior to that, the president paid absolutely nothing. Wow! And if you violate the tax code, and if you dare to evade any taxes, it's like escaping death, and you will be put to death. But if the president does it, no problem, right? So that is a smack in the face to all Americans who've been working so hard and paying 40% taxes or more, and bigger businesses or people who figure out ways are paying absolutely nothing. Even the president at the White House, not just the time that he never paid anything. Now while he's in the White House, he pays only $750. But of course, during the debate, he claimed that he pays millions and millions and millions of taxes. We await to see if that is the truth. Prior to the debate, though, Biden have exposed his taxes. He's paid over $300,000 in taxes with Dr. Biden, the wife, and it's quite interesting. It'll be very interesting for us to see Donald Trump's taxes. We've all been waiting for that. But come on, you must be crazy not to think that any of this is truth, okay? The media does blow certain things out of proportion, but listen, any rumor has some truth in it. And it's not even a rumor, but this is facts, proven. And this one is rather unfortunate news. John Legend and the wife Chrissy have lost their baby. And of course, if you have ever experienced that, losing someone, losing a loved one, or nurturing a baby in your body and looking forward to that beautiful gift, and you happen to lose him or her, is the most tragedy you can experience, especially for a mother. You know, they've described this as the darkest day of their lives, and rightly so. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. We wish them well. Well, folks, those are the hot topics of this week. So what happened? Here, that's what happened. What happened was, you know what I'm saying? That's my first edition of Hot Topics. So what happened this week? Until next time, that's what happened. I'm Resk'Que, and this is your life guide.